Well, what makes Coach Brown somebody that you continuously want to play for?
Yeah, Coach Brown, he's an amazing guy. Really, at this point, I don't even consider him a coach. At this point, he's more a family to me. Known him since I was 16. It's a guy I really look up to, not only as a coach, but just as a man. He's helped me grow a lot. As a player, of course, on the field, but just as a man as well. I tell people all the time, Coach Brown's like somebody I envision inviting to my wedding, so it definitely means a lot to play for Coach Brown.
And then you played with several quarterbacks throughout your years. What's kind of stood out about this group so far?
Yeah, I think outside looking in, everybody in the room is super talented, but I think what also really stands out to me is just the people that they are. I know that coming in, right when I committed, like within an hour, Steve Angeli, he reached out to me, said congrats, can't wait to get to work. Then I get on campus and Kenny Mitchell's one of the first guys to invite me to the team Bible study, which really was awesome. Then CJ Cart, obviously super talented guy. He helped me dive into the playbook when I first got here. So all three bring a lot of different attributes on the field, but they're all really great leaders.
Will, what do you bring to Notre Dame as far as skill sets, and what can you contribute to this team?
Yeah, for sure. I think I bring a lot to the receiving room, not only as a player that can work in the slide and beat man coverage a lot, but I also have a great feel for the game, so I know how to work in zone coverage and find soft spots in zones. But one of the things I'm really looking forward to is getting involved in special teams, whether it's returning punts, returning kicks, running down a gunner. I'm excited to do it all.
And in the short time that you've been here, what's the biggest thing that you've learned?
The biggest thing I've learned, honestly, I think it's off the football field. I think the biggest thing I've learned is actually the importance of community. Obviously, you get to a new environment and you're around a lot of new faces, and you don't know too many faces in the locker room. And I think it was really important for me to kind of to get involved in team activities, whether it's in the locker room, whether it's around campus. I think that's been huge for me.
And so far, what's just been so special about Notre Dame here?
What's been so special about Notre Dame? I definitely have to say probably the people. Obviously, you hear it before you come in. You think, all right, everybody says they have really great people. Then you get here and you actually see what it is for what it is. And it's been special to me to get around the community, whether it's with professors, whether it's with the coaches, whether it's just people that are being involved with the program. They're all really great people, and they're all genuine people, which really stood out to me.
And talk about the coaching staff, just how valuable is it to have a coaching staff like this here?
Yeah, it's super valuable because obviously transferring, it's really a tough decision to make, and when you're able to transfer into a situation where a lot of the coaches from previous stops, whether it's Coach Brown, Dan Brock, Freno, Coach Gino, whatever it may be, it makes the transition a lot smoother. So I think having coaches like we do have here, it's been great for me.
And then where are you at coming back from your injury?
Yeah, so I had surgery in early February, and I've been rehabbing very well. The training staff has been amazing to me. They've helped me get back into the flow of things. I've been doing a lot of work on the side with Coach Lando. His team is great. So I'm almost back, almost fully back, but it's a lot better than where it was in February.
We have time for one more question.
Since you have that experience with Coach Brown and Coach Dan Brock and Coach Ganuli, how much easier has it made that transition, but also how much has Coach Dan Brock's playbook changed, or really what is it that's made this transition so much easier?
Yeah, so I think having experience within the playbook, it definitely helps, but there's a lot of nuances to the offense that I still have to adjust to and get comfortable with. But I think a lot of it is a little bit similar, which has helped me a lot in the meeting room. It's kind of funny because Coach Brown kind of asked a little bit the same question that he asked when I was playing with him before. So it's definitely been a good adjustment, but definitely some nuances, definitely some similarities.
Cam, what was it about Joe Rudolph that kind of got your attention and kind of switched up your recruitment so quick?
Yeah, he was, I'm going to be honest with you, throughout the recruiting process, he was really just the honest person. You can tell that he just really cared about me, and it was more than just football. And he just kind of really just, cared about me. And I would say that really stood out to me. And, throughout the process, he was honest with everything. He was, because throughout the recruiting, I had a lot of people lie. And, just that honesty that he had, it stood out.
And then what are just kind of your first impressions of Lauren Landau's strength and conditioning program?
Oh, yeah, it's amazing. I reached out to him before I even got here. I love it. Everything that he does is kind of science-based, and it kind of fits the way I like lifting. And I just, I love it. It's great.
So being from Indiana, how special is it to be so close to home and then also be playing national championship caliber football?
Yeah, so being from Indiana, Notre Dame is just a big school in general. Like everybody here is big fans, just in the whole state. And like even going back home for spring break, I'm going to stores and everybody's kind of like trying to take pictures and talk and stuff like that. It's just it feels special. Like being from Indiana and going to Notre Dame, it's a great feeling. It's great fans.
Kind of going off that question, was Notre Dame, was it ever a dream school for you growing up, or what did that look like?
Notre Dame, so growing up, to be honest, like I really didn't have a dream school growing up, but like Notre Dame was obviously, like since I'm from Indiana, already a big thing. Like it's just a big thing in general. Just like being, like seeing the Notre Dame offensive line, they're always like big guys, and just like almost like never in a million years I would have thought that I would be here like being an offensive lineman for Notre Dame. I just kind of it's just a blessing. Yeah.
What's the biggest piece of advice you've got since being on campus?
Really just to like trust the process. I would say trusting the process is like the biggest thing for me. I'm kind of like I always like I'm hard on myself, I would say. So like trusting the process on like you can make mistakes, learn from it and stuff like that.
Biggest leap from high school to college, but what have you learned in just the few weeks on campus?
Yeah, just on campus for like schooling or like football. Schooling wise, it's just kind of I would say. Everybody here is super smart, and you just kind of like have to put forth as much effort as you can to kind of set yourself apart from everybody else. Football wise, I would say learning a lot of like the different like I would say learning like the different like footworks and stuff like that. Because I would say like my kind of play in high school was less I was less technical, and now and like when I get to college, it's way more technical.
Jerome, what's kind of been the biggest adjustment on the practice field for you so far?
I feel like this goes for a lot of the new guys. I'll say the speed. Obviously, the level that we're playing at in high school is a lot different when we're now in college playing against some grown men. So I say speed is definitely the biggest adjustment, but also the mental aspect of the game. And so it's a lot to learn the playbook, and so you have to stay on top of it and then being able to execute what you've learned.
And then what have you learned kind of about Coach Brown since you've been here that you might not have known about during the recruiting process?
I could kind of pick up hints on it, but I say attention to detail is the biggest thing with Coach Brown. He's very, very specific in what he wants, and so it's important that we execute to the way he expects, and then the way we just carry ourselves to the standards that we've set. So
you've been around football all your life.
Yeah,
what's
something like
the biggest thing you've learned about the game of football since being here?
That's a good question. I'd say probably the biggest thing I've learned about football is that one, it's a team sport, and so at the end of the day, you can't win by yourself. So it's important to trust the guys next to you and rely on them.
What do you bring to this team as far as skill set?
I'd say I'm a bigger body kind of wide receiver, so definitely down the field I could be more of a threat. And then whether it's intermediate or short routes, I have a wide catch radius, so I say I got strong hands. So being able to kind of pull in tough grabs, I say.
Your dad played at Notre Dame, is that correct?
Yes.
Like, what advice has he given you, if any, about playing here?
Well, to be honest, it's a lot different, like Notre Dame now versus when he played here. But at the end of the day, the blue and gold kind of stays the same. So the values and like the principles that the team holds, it's been consistent. So he's kind of just taught me the importance of obviously being prompt and professional with my approach to the game, and then just staying focused and on top of things.
Blake, what did you kind of get out of the whole playoff experience, going through practice and everything?
I definitely picked up a lot of that. Coming right out of high school, it's definitely a different speed. So playing on the scout team, going against the best defense in the country, picked up a lot. Just experience in the short month or so that I was practicing on them for sure.
And then it's always an adjustment as an early enrollee coming into college. But what's it been like having two high school teammates going through the same stuff that you're going through?
Yeah, awesome. They're great supportive guys, and the play on the field speaks for itself. But off the field, again, they're very supportive, and we're all kind of going. I wouldn't say going through it, but we're all really adjusting right now. So we're all got each other's backs, and it's nice to have those prior connections.
Like you talk about adjusting, what helps you adjust? What is the learning curve? How do you get through this?
Yeah, I'll just say the community around here. I think it's different than anywhere else in the country, and again, just all these guys, especially the guys that I came in with, just very supportive and easy to be around, especially in the tough times.
And what do you bring as far as skill set to the team?
I think I'm going to bring my best foot forward every day. If I make a mistake, I'm going to make it at full speed, and I'm going to make the plays that I need to make just to make the team successful.
have you been able to take away from the other quarterbacks in the room here in the spring, but then also from Riley just a short time ago?
Yeah, a lot. I mean, Riley, great guy, and his play on the field speaks for itself. But he's a great guy, and he attacks the film room like I've never seen before up to this point. And then the other guys, Steve, Kenny, and CJ. I've been asking them a lot of questions. They've been doing a great job kind of getting back to me with the information that I need to succeed. So, all four of them really have just been really helpful for me in the past couple months.
Elijah, what's it kind of been like meshing into the receiver room so far?
It's been great. The older guys are great with helping us learn offense, and it's been great to be in this group that I'm in, and it's been good.
And then what's it kind of been like going through this with Nolan too?
Man, it's been great having my best friend here. Talk to him about anything, so it's been amazing.
Being that there are so many other early enrolling wide receivers, like how much has it made it easier to be able to bounce ideas off each other and try and get better here early on?
Oh yeah, it's been great. 3 guys coming in at the same time. We done our offense great, even on the field. The signals help each other out, so it's been good.
What is your focus on in spring camp? What are you looking to improve?
I just want to get open the best I can. I want to learn how to separate and just get open and block better, be a good teammate, and just be with my team.
You made a decision pretty quickly after Notre Dame offered. Has your experience after 3 months kind of matched what you expected it to be?
Oh yeah, 100%. I wanted to come to a school that has a great program, a great off-the-field program. I mean, it's been amazing.
Matty, you, Will, and Owen developed a pretty good relationship early in the recruiting process. What kind of allowed you guys to mesh so well?
We're kind of all got the same attributes. We come from so many different places, but I think just being around a bunch of times together, I think that's helped a lot. Just creating that bond, texting a lot, just being together. Like I said, at some games, different visits. I feel like that was really probably it, just being together so much. But then when Cam joined the squad, pretty late in October, I think it was, I didn't really get to meet him that much until we got out here for early enrolling. It's been a great fit to it. We love him. We're always with him. It's just a great trio out here right now, and can't wait for Will to come join us.
And then where are you kind of working at position-wise right
now? Right now I'm at left tackle. So just working in. Right now we have, obviously Knapp is hurt, but Styles is there right now. So just watching what he does and trying to learn from both of them the best I can.
Has anybody taken you under their wing a little bit in terms of trying to develop you?
Right now I just feel like I said, Knapp, he's not there too much just because he's recovering right now. But Styles really has been huge. Just on the field and off the field, kind of telling me the little things to do in between each rep, what I can do better, stuff like that.
Now that you're on campus, what's it like to be a Notre Dame student?
I mean, it's great. You don't really understand what it's like until you get here and you actually become one. It's hard. You definitely got to earn it. Like, academics is no joke here. The football piece is definitely no joke, but to be a Notre Dame football player is amazing.
What's the biggest thing that you've had to learn?
The biggest thing I've had to learn, I honestly say how to study correctly has been the biggest thing. They definitely don't joke around about academics. Football is definitely a massive piece to it, but this school is it's like nothing else. It's hard.
How valuable has the coaching staff been for you so far?
It's been great. They're definitely hard on you, but they're here to just be here for you. Coach Rudolph, he's been amazing, just in the meeting room and on the field. But also the coaching staff we're with every day. The strength and conditioning staff that we're there every day. They're amazing. They're always there for us. They push us in the weight room, but when we come in for recovery that day, they're there for us, which is amazing.
How different is Coach Landau's strength and conditioning program been from the high school level?
A lot different. Whether it's on the field with conditioning or in the weight room, it's different in all phases. I love it. It's been a great transition in that aspect, though. Definitely noticing some differences, not only in strength but speed-wise, and just being able to move better on the field.
We have time for one more.
What's it kind of been like having Ethan and Blake here with you?
It's great. We were super close friends in high school, to be able to carry that out here and have two supported brothers right in the system, kind of reach out to them about anything that's going on. We kind of know everything about each other, so we kind of can see when something's going on with one another. But it's great to have two brothers here already, just keep them growing.
Scrap, what kind of intrigued you about playing the position you really hadn't played much in high school?
What really kind of intrigued me about this is that I kind of want to use like my skills and stuff to advantage. So I kind of took an opportunity here, also because of the program, and I know what they're trying to do to develop people. And so I kind of just took that as a go-to to like maybe like push myself to play something different, and that's probably what I would say.
And then where are the areas of focus that Coach Brown and you have for this spring for yourself?
Really it's just about learning skills. Like honestly, like route running, my stance, learning how to play the route, just certain things, small things that I need to work on, like details, because like I said, I've never played this before, so it's just a new thing to come here and try to adapt to playing a position I never played.
And then does playing quarterback help you with that transition to receiver?
Somewhat honestly, yes, because you gotta. It's the same thing. Like you gotta read the defense and stuff, and you gotta read the details and stuff about certain players and where they're lined up at, and a lot of stuff. So I will say, like playing quarterback, it does tend to help for you when you playing wide receiver.
3 weeks until the blue gold game. At the end of spring practice, what do you hope to get out of this experience?
What I hope to get out of this is just getting better, being better than what I was before I got here. That's what I really hope to get out of here, and also bonding better with people. I would say bonding with my teammates, creating better habits as well too.
And what area of your game are you hoping to get better?
Really what I would say is my route running. Like my route running, it's not there. I'm a speedster, but I got to learn how to run routes and stuff before like adding that speed along with it. So I would say like route running, maybe like little small stuff and drills and stuff. But other than that, yeah.
Coming in with Elijah and Jerome, like how has that made it easier as a transition for you, but then also being able to kind of bounce off of some of the transfers that have come in as well as you kind of learn the offense?
Well, I look at them all as my brothers, and like I kind of take like since I'm a newbie here, I kind of just take a lot of my details and stuff, and I just look at them and how they go about things and how they run it, because this is something they've been playing, and I just kind of take some of my details and skills and a lot of things that they do from them and try to learn from it. So I try to take my time about learning from them and watching them, basically.
Owen, what allowed you and Matty and Will to kind of mesh early in the recruiting process?
I think just going on visits together, that's the best way, is just hanging out and then talking when we're not on visits together. And I think us getting a strong relationship early is fun, and then we got Cam, and we're just a good group, and I'm excited. I told Will just, I think last night, I'm excited for him to come. It'll be a fun summer here.
And then where does Coach Rudolph have you working this spring?
Right now I'm working mainly at right tackle.
And then is that comfortable for you?
Yeah, I never played right tackle in a game before, so it's all been kind of a learning curve, but good part about Coach Rudolph is we cross-train in the winter, so I'm able to still get reps at left tackle and learn the right tackle position.
And then you took about 400 recruiting visits here. Has anything surprised you in your first 3 months on campus?
I think Matty was talking about the academic piece. It's definitely an adjustment, going from a high school classroom to a college lecture hall in about a few weeks. So it's been fun figuring it out and kind of have some good study habits now, so I've been doing well.
Coming into spring practice, you probably had some goals, but have they changed since that first day on the grid?
My goal is just to get 1% better every day, whether that's in the weight room, watching film, or on the field. And, if you continue to just stack days, that's just been my goal, is just stack days, keep getting better every day.
What's your play style? You get nasty out there, or what generally is the attitude you bring out there?
I just like to get the job done and hopefully help the team win, to help the guy beside me out.
You've got time for one more.
Has anybody kind of stepped up and sort of been like a mentor here in your first little bit? And obviously with the visits, so you got to create a little bit of chemistry.
Yeah, big time. I think Emil, Wagner, Peter Jones, they've been two of the biggest helpful people I've had so far. Emil is really helping me out on the field during practice, during walkthroughs, and then me and Pete just watch the film and work on the little stuff, little aspects of the game.
Nolan, how has the adjustment gone, just kind of meshing and fitting into the running back room?
Yeah, I mean, I'm very aware of what the running back room looks like. I mean, this is probably the deepest running back room in college football. I'm just trying to take it day by day and just learn from these guys. I mean, just three of the best backs in college football. So I'm just taking it day by day, just trying to learn, take little things from every back. So just trying to work hard.
and then Elijah called you his best friend. What's that kind of been like going through this whole early enrollment process with him?
Yeah, I mean, when Notre Dame offered me, I told him because he's probably the only person I told, and he like jumped. He was like, "You gotta come." So it was I didn't necessarily take his word for it right away, obviously, but once I did my due diligence and came and visited, we have a really special bond. So to come here and just be with him is pretty special.
What area of your game are you working on in spring?
I think my reads and my eyes and like in high school we definitely had reads, but weren't as complex as they are now. So I was just trying to get my eyes right and understand my reads on certain runs and just trying to make everything quicker.
You talked about being around the running back room. How has that been so far? What advice have you kind of taken from them?
I mean, it's really good. I mean, I'm the only young guy. Most of those guys have been here for 2, 3, some 4 years. So I mean, they all take me under their wing and they're all just trying to help me the best they can. And I mean, I really appreciate it, and they're all doing a great job. So it's been really good.
What's your scouting report on Elijah, since you know him so well?
I mean, he's a dog. I mean, you guys will see when he gets his shot. I mean, I don't think anybody could really run with him. So I mean, he's special.
And then have you kind of helped your brother go through his recruitment?
Yeah. I mean, that's probably, other than Elijah and a couple other guys, he's my built-in best friend. We're as close as possible. So I'm super proud of him, just seeing all the things he's accomplishing. And like, whenever he has a question, he'll always text me. And like, even he has my parents, obviously, but he like anything that he's like not sure of, he'll text me right away. And I'm always there for him. And whatever he thinks, I'll talk to him about it and just try to give him any advice I have.